Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to FX Action Trader YouTube channel. My name is Chuan, and in this video, as usual, I'm going to share with you my thoughts and my analysis for the upcoming week. And before we start, please make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Instagram and also Facebook. Alright, let's roll the intro before we start. Alright guys, welcome back to my analysis video, and we're going to start the first analysis with this euro dollar. So let's have a look on this euro dollar H4 chart. So on H4 chart, what I can see is that market has actually broken the previous uptrend and market is currently trading on a downtrend basis. But on the most recent market, what I found is that market is going to trade between these two range, and this support level is also a very important key level if we are looking on the daily chart. So if we are going to short this pair, the best level for us to short this pair is actually at here. Or if we are going to wait for more confirmation, we can always wait the break of this support level, and when price pull back to this new resistance level, which was previously the existing support level of the entire structure, we can again look for the short signal. So this is my view on euro dollar. So let's have a look on the Aussie dollar. So on the Aussie dollar, if we compare the structure between Aussie dollar and euro dollar, I would personally say that the Aussie dollar structure is much more better compared to the euro dollar. So let's have a look on this H4. So on H4, we can actually see that market is trading in a ranging market and a sideways market. And on last week, we can clearly see that there is a breakdown of this sideways structure, and there is a pullback followed by a very strong bearish engulfing candle, which is a very good sign of downtrend continuation. And let's have a look on what the market did before the sideways structure. The market was in a very strong uptrend, and we can see that market is keep on creating new highs and new higher low. And then after that, market encounter a ranging phase or a sideways phases, and finally we have a break of the support structure. So let's go to a lower time frame to see that whether can we scale down our chart to look for more entry. Yep, so this is on the H1 chart. So if we are going to move the chart, we're going to change the chart to a line chart. What we can see is that obviously we can always mark our high and low on the H1 chart. Alright, so this is the high level. This is the high level. So we can see that this high level has been, this lower high level has been tested for 1, 2, and 3 times, and this level is not able to be broken, which means that the market is still going to be a downtrend instead of an uptrend. So what do we have on the candlestick chart is we can clearly see that there is a double top formation here. This, I will consider this as a double top formation, and also we have a trend line break. So what are we going to do next? All right, we can either wait for this level to be broken and we short after the pullback. So this is the first option. The second option is that we can always go for a more aggressive or a more extreme trade whenever the price is going to retest the resistance level at 0.769, this level. Alright, so let's have a look on the New Zealand dollar. So New Zealand dollar, if you're looking on H4, the behavior is quite similar to what we have seen on the Aussie dollar. So the market is in a downtrend. All right, starting from here, market is in a downtrend. This is the lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. And if we're going to draw a zone from here, we can clearly see that this zone is a very strong zone where market fails to break above. And as long as the market did not break above, we are still going to continue to look for a sell direction. So if we are moving on, if we are going to moving on this most recent market structure, we can pull on our trend line and we can clearly see that there is a dominant setup here. Right, this is a dominant setup followed by a trend line break, and market is pulled back to this resistance level. So if you're going to look for H1, so on H1 we can scale down to look for entry. So I would prefer there is one more trend line break on H1 and I'm going to sell upon the pullback. Alright, so let's us jump to the yen pair. So the first yen pair we're going to trade today is the euro yen. So on euro yen, H4 clearly show us a very strong uptrend where market is keep on pushing upwards. Market keeps on pushing upwards, and there is a very strong bullish candle. So we are not going to trade counter the trend, alright, although the price is now at the previous resistance level at here. But if there is no signs of, there is no signals of trend reversal or price reversal, we are still going to look for a buy trade. And the second problem is, where is the best area, where is the key area, or where is the best zone for us to look for a buy trade? Alright, so let us put all things together. Right, we are trying our best to find the best conferences or the best zone which has the most confirmation, so that we can scale into the trade, look for an entry with the minimum risk and maximize our trade reward. So this is on a H4 chart. Alright, so on the H4 chart, the second thing I can see is that market has created a double bottom followed by a breakout, pullback, and the continuation. So we are expecting that market to do a pullback. Alright, and if we are going to pull our Fibonacci, we can always mark the zone between 50 and 61.8, and this is the most powerful zone for a pullback. So, and let us erase this, and we can see that this Fibonacci level zone is also previously a resistance zone, and if you pull towards the left, is also previously a strong support zone on this H4. So we can wait patiently when price is going to pull back to this trend line level, and we can look for an entry on H1 or even lower time frame, as long as we have more confirmation and the price is in our comfort zone. Alright, so let's have a look on the next pair, the pound yen. So the pound yen H4, obviously market is still trading to the upside of the market. So we have a level created here. There's a level created here. Resistance level fails to break above for a long period of time, and market break the resistance with a very strong bullish momentum. Market pull back and continue to the upside of the structure. And before that, what we can see is that market is also in a very strong uptrend where market is keep on creating new higher highs and new higher low. So as a trend trader or as a price action trader, we do not buy at here. All right, we have to wait for the price to pull back and show us the signs or the signals for trend continuation. So what we can do is that we can either wait for price to retest again this support level. All right, so the second option, what we can do is that we can wait for market to pull back to Fibonacci 50% area, and we look for a better buy signal on lower time frame with a very strict stop loss just right below this support level. Alright, so let us go to Euro Aussie. So just now we have analyzed that the Aussie dollar might be in a downtrend continuation after the break of the sideways structure. So if the Aussie got weakened, so for this Euro Aussie, for this pair has a higher chance to become a bullish trend. All right, or this pair is more likely to move upwards because we have the correlation with the Aussie dollar. So if we are looking on the price structure, we can clearly see that market was in a very strong downtrend before this, and what market did was market has go through a ranging condition and also a sideways condition, and market has break up of this double bottom structure, make a pullback, and we see another double bottom on this support zone. So this is a very strong signal of continuation, and on this H1 we can also see that there is one more trend line being broken on the H1, and what we can do for this week is that we can just continue to look for a buy signal or a buy setup for this Euro Aussie. So let's have a look on the next pair, the Pound Aussie. So on Pound Aussie, H4 shows a very strong uptrend, and which has also broken the previous strong resistance zone. So there is very important for you to take note that do not look for sell signal immediately when price is at the resistance zone, unless market shows you that there are some price reversal signals or there are some entry signs for the counter trend trade before you put your entry. Else it's very dangerous for you to just put an pending order or an instant entry at the resistance level. Alright, so just let us back to the chart. So you can see that the market is trading to the upside. Market is trading to the upside, and market has broken this resistance level. And on H4, what we can see is that there is a double bottom being formed at this level. So let us go to the H1. So on H1, the market structure or the price behavior is quite similar to what we have seen on Euro Aussie just now, where market has just broken the trend line, pull back, and we can continue to look for a buy signal with a very strict stop loss just below this structure. Right? 1 to 2 ratio. Okay, so the last pair for today, dollar CAD. So dollar CAD, this pair is quite tricky for me. All right, so if we let us start from the H4 chart. So on H4 chart, if we are looking on the most current market condition, what we can see is that market is actually in an uptrend. All right. All right. If we just put everything together, right, when you are able to identify the high and low, you can identify the trend of every market easily. Right, so market is keep on doing higher lows and higher high, and we can clearly say that market is in an uptrend. So, but if we are looking at here, what we can see is that this is actually a double top chart pattern, which might make price to do a deeper pullback or a trend change. All right, so let's go to H1. So on H1, we can see there is a trend line break or the double top being broken, market pullback and continue to head downwards. All right, so if you are going to trade for an intraday basis, you can go for a sell trade and your maximum take profit or the safest take profit level is at the previous higher low of this entire structure. And at here, we can look for buy signal again. Alright, so this is my analysis for the upcoming week, and we are going to update more in our Telegram group and also our Telegram channel. So please make sure that you are in both our Telegram group and Telegram channel, and do subscribe us for more